This is Tony Medina here with Royce Gracie in Milpitas, California at the Bellator MMA Fan Fest. Tell me, what are your thoughts about this weekend's card and the format? How does it appeal to you, and how do you think it's going to appeal to the fans?
Man, the card is very nice. Got very good fighters. The format of the 4-man tournament, and there's a cage and there's a ring. I have never seen such a thing.
Right.
That's gonna be awesome, man. Have some kickboxing, the Glory tournament. I mean, not a tournament, just the matches going on, and the tournament, single matches, tournament, and the main event, Tito Ortiz, Liam McGee. That's gonna be a good fight right there. The tournament, man, all four, it can go either way, man. It can go, anybody can win that one.
Who are you picking? Do you think King Mo is an early favorite, or who's your fighter to watch?
They all four, I was thinking about that. They're all four grapplers.
Right.
That learn how to stand up. So it's hard to pick one, man. They all got their strengths, so they all deserve to be there.
Good. And now, as a fighter going into a tournament format, how do you prepare for something like that? Not knowing who your opponent's going to be, having to fight two fights in one night. What is the preparation?
The main thing is not to get hurt, but not to get hurt by your opponent. You got to be careful with that, but not to hurt yourself. Throw a hard kick and then bruise your leg. You can't come back because you got the leg mess up, or throw a super hard punch and end up messing yourself up when you're trying to win the fight. Besides that, is going back to the locker room after the first fight. You got to take one fight at a time. After the first fight, you got to go back to the locker room. Now the team comes in play. Cannot let you cool off too much that you now exhausted. Okay, it hits you after the fight, but you see, it's got to keep a balance.
Right.
Right, you got to cool off, but not too much, not stay up too high. So it's got to balance right there, because you got to go back again.
Right. Is this something that you think we'll see moving into the future, the tournament format, something that's going to take off and become kind of a popular thing? You think fighters are going to want to do that? Do you think it's something that they're going to – it's obviously bringing more guys that wouldn't have been on a card into a card and giving them that exposure?
Well, the guys that – to be in a card like this, a 4-man tournament, you have to earn your spot.
Right.
It cannot just be, okay, tomorrow we do another one with 4 different guys, who lose their purpose.
Right.
You got to be the guys that earn it. They got to earn to be there. You got to be the top.
And with those top fighters, I mean, you got the best of the best coming here and fighting for the top, like you said, in their weight class, in their divisions. What is it that's gonna keep them, like you said, from getting injured? You're seeing guys now getting 5-month suspensions, 6-month suspensions for health reasons, because of the injuries they suffered just in one fight. What is it? What's the difference there in their fight that's going to allow them?
Now it's going to play a lot of strategy.
And what kind of strategy would you?
I mean, not to get hurt. I'm a big defense player. I'm a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu all the way, man. So I defend myself. I don't want to. I've got to win the fights. I always won the fights without hurting myself, because I knew there was a next one.
Right.
So it's not just come in all out in the first round, the first fight, and then not be able to come back for the second.
So would you say it's more of a kind of take it to the ground, look for submission, versus standing up and exchanging blows?
Even if you stand up, you can exchange blows, but you better hit and don't get hit, because if you get hit, now you got to swallow. Now you can't come back for the next fight. You got to cut, you can't come back for the next fight. Right. You win, but you can't come back. Or you break your hand on a guy's head, can't come back. So it's that's why grapplers do best in this kind of tournaments.
Yeah. And tell me what you think, what your thoughts are on the Tito Ortiz coming back and going for the championship. What do you see in that fight, and what do you see in Tito and his kind of preparation and the way he's coming into this fight? He looks like a different fighter. He looks like he has a purpose, and he's really motivated.
I saw him today, man. He looks good.
Yeah. He
looks focused. He knows what he got to do. He's been around for a long time. You see, been there, done that. So he got a lot of experience. Liam McGee, of course, he's a submission expert. Man, last fight, the guy threw a show on submission, how to apply a submission, went from one to another. So, but Tito Ortiz got one of the best ground and pound, you see, on the game.
Right. So which way are you leaning? Who's your favorite?
If I had that crystal ball, I would be playing the lotto, man.
Right. All right. And now let's talk
It
about.
can go either way.
Yeah. Let's talk about the big news of the week, and that's the suspension handed down to Nick Diaz, 5 years for a third-time marijuana offense. A lot of fighters and just a lot of fight fans in general are saying it's way too harsh. And I mean, I personally think it's way too harsh. He gave good reasons that, you have people who can injure somebody taking steroids and can really end somebody's career getting way less severe penalties, and you have somebody who's taking a drug that's not even illegal.
I don't agree with the drugs at all. I don't agree. If he didn't smoke pot, he wouldn't be on that situation.
Right.
But for him, it's not just recreational, just for the fun of it, to get high.
It's needed.
For him, is the guy got to calm himself down.
Right.
I understand. He doesn't endorse that. I never heard of him saying, yes, go ahead and smoke. It's good for you. Different than some people that endorse the stuff.
Sure.
He doesn't endorse at all. If it was harsh, yes, comparing to steroids or cocaine, man, I prefer to fight somebody high in pot than cocaine any given day.
Absolutely.
Now, so the athletic commission have to go back and reevaluate the punishment, what's going on. You see, maybe, I don't know why they give 5 years, where they got the 5 years from, you see. But I heard that Nick Diaz passed 2 tests and failed 1. So they throw the 2 tests that he passed away and stuck on the one that he failed. Come on.
Right.
It's not consistent. The whole thing is sketchy right there to me.
Right, and you're 100% right. There's a lot of people that are questioning the validity of the test because, like you said, there were 2 that were passed, and then 1 that they just decided through Quest Labs, which isn't even an endorsed lab.
Yes.
That's the one they chose to hang on to.
Why they didn't hang on to the other 2? It's 2 against 1. Come on.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure of again, I didn't talk to the athletic commission. I didn't talk to anybody, so that's the stuff that I hear.
Yeah.
So, but it was a little too much. It just finished the guy's career practically.
Pretty much. And
might as well.
And like you said, you're putting a 5-year ban on a guy who's in his 30s, and it's very for marijuana, again, something that isn't a stimulant. It doesn't give him a
it's still a drug.
It is a drug, and you're right, and I'm not going to argue whether it's right or wrong. I'm just talking about the actual.
But I heard that he was cleaning. He wasn't doing anything for several months.
Right.
For that fight, to clean up.
And then he
and I know him personally.
Right.
So
what are your thoughts on what the other fighters are saying? People like Ronda Rousey saying this is ridiculous. It shouldn't be 5 years, and we do need to go back and reevaluate. Do you think it's going to take somebody like her saying, "Listen, I'm not going to fight in the state of Nevada, and I'm sorry Dana White, I'm sorry UFC, but until we as fighters get some protection." Is it going to take something like that for things to change?
The athletic commission are the ones that do the test, they do the judging, and they do the penalty.
Yeah.
It's like, and if you have to appeal, you have to appeal to them. It's the same people that does the test, the same people that's like, come on, really?
Right.
There's nobody superior. There's no another person, you see, entity that we can apply to.
Correct.
So
like an arbitrator.
Something got to change.
Good. And what are your thoughts? Like, what kind of a change would you like to see to make it a fair system for fighters?
Fair test.
Which would mean what?
A fair test. They did 3 tests, 2 passed, 1 didn't. It's a fair test. Come on.
Right.
Do the test again, or reevaluate the test that you guys just did.
Yeah, because he had a B sample, I guess, that they didn't test or he didn't give to be tested, but that. Like
it's not up to me to change. It's up to them. I don't know about the seed.
Right.
what test you have to do. You're asking me what test should they do? I have no idea.
Sure.
You're asking too many technical questions, man. It's out of my league. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, and I apologize. I'm just trying to. I thought maybe you would have
No.
an idea of
No.
what you would like to see. With so much of your.
Fair. I'm a fair guy. Just simple. You see, fair, neutral.
Right. Okay, and let's move past that and talk about you. What are you looking to do in the coming years, coming months? Now you're here with Bellator and at the Bellator Fight Fest.
I'm living life, traveling 7 months of the year all over the world, teaching seminars, spreading the art of my father create, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Outstanding. And are you looking to be more involved with Bellator and help Bellator grow? And
I am.
what
being
capacity?
involved. I'm been with them, just traveling all over the world,
Representing Bellator.
spreading their name, and hopefully next year we'll go overseas. Yep.
Where are you looking to go?
Oh, you gotta ask Cut Coca that.
Okay, that sounds good. And one last question. I'm going to ask him when he arrives.
Gotta go eat.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to ask him when he arrives. But Fedor, he's looking to come back into MMA. Would you like to see him in a Bellator setting, or do you think he's going to go UFC? What?
I have no idea, man. The guy doesn't speak much English.
Right.
He's very, very quiet. He keeps it to himself. I heard, like you, that he's putting himself up in the market.
Right.
Where is he gonna go? Nobody knows.
Okay. Hey, Royce, I thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time, and I appreciate it.